going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. It's Tuesday, which means we got brand new weekly wildcards in the game, including a brand new LTD, and we're also going to go over MUT news, notes, and information that you need to know. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you were searching around YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. We're going to start with a quick announcement on the house rules. 95 overall Origin Fantasy Pack. There was an issue that if you earn this pack, you could not place the 95 overall into the set that required both the 95 and the Origin token. They have fixed that. I think they said a make right of some sort maybe went out to people who earned the pack already and haven't been able to put it into the set, or now it should just be able to go into the set. But if you guys were having trouble putting whatever 95 you picked specifically from the house rules pack, it should be fixed now. Now we're going to go over the weekly wild card reveals, but first we have this MCS fantasy pack that's coming out today, and by the time we finish this video, I will let you know the pricing on this pack, whether it costs coins or points. We'll find out, and I'm going to be very disappointed if it is only a point offer. I kind of don't like the pack to begin with, but the fantasy pack is going to contain in the very first round your choice of one of the stadiums from the 4 MCS events that have taken place this year. The second round is going to feature one of the cards that you could have earned from watching the MCS events. So Jalen Waddle, Trayvon Diggs, Jonathan Taylor, and Derwin James. This is important because these cards can go into that MCS champion Tariq Woolen set. They do say B and D on the card art here, but I still think you should be able to put one of them into the set. I think they also said that you're going to get an MCS token. So if you happen to be one token short, you're going to end up getting a welcome pack that contains one token. You'll be able to go out and get whatever player you maybe needed and then take all 4 of these players and put them into the champion set. Well, they also, in the third round of this pack, are giving you the Tariq Woolen, or we have the option of Daniel Falalalalalala. I'm going to call him that. That's his name. I'm sticking with it since the Zero Chill promo. If you don't know, this halfback card was the card that Henry created, the guy who lost the Madden Super Bowl, or the MCS Super Bowl, MCS Madden Bowl. I got it right the third try. So they're actually still putting this card in the game, which is kind of a joke to me, but it is what it is. But for all of us that watch these MCS events, and, you know, helped EA get all of these viewers, and I'm sure EA turned around and used all of those viewers and the numbers to try to get, you know, sponsorships from various companies like Campbell's and whatnot. I kind of think it's like a slap in the face for those that watch. Now, I totally get it that there were some issues with the MCS tokens and packs and drops and all of that, and some people got the game late and weren't able to maybe tune into some of the earlier events. I totally get it, but at the end of the day, you still need to reward the people who actually did tune into these things and watched. And I'll be honest, man, I watched this event on 3 different accounts, had no problem getting the drop pack. So a lot of times it's just kind of a user error issue. I hate to say it, but drops for the most part were working after that very first event. Let's get into the weekly wildcards. The 88 overalls, we're not going to break them down. They're more so for like theme teams, hopefully filling in some spots on your roster here if you need them. We got Steven Nelson, who is definitely an Eagles legend out there. But here are the 488 overalls, so nothing crazy good. The 91 overalls, there's one that's really interesting, and I believe it's not from the 91s, it's one of the 94s, but there are the 91s. The 94s don't look incredibly like great. We got a 90 speed left end Morgan Fox here. This dude right here, Corey Peters, gets inside stuff for 0 AP. So if you're on a budget team, and unfortunately, these cards are probably still going to be about 200K or so because they go into the sets that build out the 97s. But for a card like this, Elodie Nada was the very first defensive tackle to get inside stuff for 0 AP. For a lower overall card to get that, very interesting. His attributes stink, but that ability alone is very good. And if you can get it for free, that's definitely a W. David Njoku is going to be the third of 4 94s. And then finally, the fourth 94 is going to be Desmond Ridder. The first of 597 overalls was revealed on Twitter last night. It's George Pickens. He is not the LTD. 97 speed, 6'3", route running's good, catching is good. He's going to get honorary lineman for 0 AP, I believe. So this looks like one of the best wide receivers in the game when you factor in that he's going to be able to run block. He has good catching, route running, speed, height, everything. I'm definitely going to pick this card up and use him tonight later on Twitch. So if you guys want to see him in action, we will definitely be live with this card on the squad. The second 97 is a necessary card. Again, it's a center here, 96 strength, 92 awareness, 97 pass block, 96 run block. He's going to get threat detector for 1 AP. There's not a lot of cards out there that get it at that discount. So this is a W of a card in my opinion here. If you're trying to run the best abilities for the cheapest AP possible, he's going to be the go-to center for you guys. The third card is probably the weakest of the four, but he's a Syracuse legend, so not too much on him. We're not going to disrespect Chandler Jones. 91 speed, 94 finesse move, 97 power move, 96 block shed. Everything is pretty good. I know you immediately look at the speed and say that's too slow. 91 speed isn't amazing. It's also not terrible, but I think this is a pretty solid card. Still the weakest of the four champions. And then the final one is Kaiir Elam, which I still feel like this is just another slap in the face to Peanut Tillman owners, because it's another like 6'2" cornerback with 97 speed that's not going to cost $1 million coins. I didn't get a chance to get all of his abilities, but I think this card looks really, really solid, and just another taller, faster cornerback with good coverage. 97 press is really good as well, and with the strategy items, I mean, you can 94 man isn't bad. A lot of people are going to think that's low at this point, but you can bump that up with strategy items. So I think 3 of the 4 97s, not including the LTD just yet, are really good. The LTD, a little lackluster here. 96 speed, Dre Greenlaw. I'd have to see his zone coverage and his man coverage because he is a pass coverage archetype, but he's got really good speed, good tackle. Block shed isn't that great either, so I don't know how he's going to fare against the run, but if he has like a 92, 93, 94 zone coverage and maybe a higher man coverage as well, this could be a really good card. Another hilarious thing about this card, and not so much the card but the name, is that Dre Greenlaw is another Team of the Year nominee. So EA, with the LOLs again, they put 4 million options to get Mahomes in the game with the Team of the Year voting, his 97 and his 99. Yesterday's AKA content drop, PS2 and Joe Burrow, Team of the Year nominees, and now we have Dre Greenlaw, and I kind of had a feeling that this is going to happen, and this is why I hung on and waited to do my Team of the Year voting, which we are going to do later this afternoon. We'll have a video on it, but once again, I just don't understand why they waited to do the Team of the Year content. If they were just going to give us duplicate names, it would have just been better if they just said, hey, we're holding off on Team of the Year until March, and just left it at that. Yes, we would have been angry, but I think saying that they did it for a reason and then going totally against that reason makes it look worse. Don't be like me. Make sure you're playing your weekly wildcard solos, because it's an opportunity to get some free content here, and if you fall too far behind on the solos, you're gonna have a lot of catching up. The good thing is these solos are really, really easy. So we're into week number 5 here. The 4 players, the 4 97s that are not the LTDs, they get a solo challenge, 4 stars. You're gonna want to max out the stars and get all 16, because if you look at the milestone rewards, every 16 stars you get a fantasy pack, and it's been going up and overall. So the first 2 weeks were 87 pluses, the last 3 weeks were 88 pluses. You get 2 random options. They are B&D, but you're going to get your chance now at either an 88, a 91, a 94, or a 97, and I've definitely had people send me pictures on Twitter of them getting the full 97s from this pack, 94, so it's worth a shot because the solos don't take too much time at all, and the overalls are only going to get better as the year goes on. With the weekly wildcard sets, very similar to Team of the Week, but different in a way because you don't need a specific week card to get this week's cards, if that makes sense. So just like you can pre-prepare or pre-build for the Gridiron Guardians Volume 2 Part 2 cards by getting 94s right now and having them ready for Thursday, you could have done the same by getting 94s from last week or even the week before that to now build out this week's 97s, like the George Pickens card if you happen to want it. Now to build out the 97s, it requires 4 94s and 2 91s. You put them into the set, you're going to get the 97 in return, and that's it. You don't get anything else back as B&D. Like I said, the sets are very similar to Team of the Year, just in a sense that you don't need the specific weeks. So to build out those 97s, it's going to be the same requirement for all 4 of them. And then to get this week's 94s or last week's 94s or the 94s before that, it's going to require, I don't remember off the top of my head what it is, 3 91s and 2 88s. So you put those in, you're going to get the 94, and you get nothing back in return as B&D. I'd love to act like I'm surprised and shocked, but at the end of the day, I'm really not. This is the MCS pack. We showed you the contents of this pack earlier in the video, and of course, it's a point-only offer, meaning you would have to spend money on it. I think that's just a terrible, terrible, terrible thing by EA. I absolutely hate it. I don't mind it having a point option, but it should also have a coin option as well. Maybe make it 100K, something even less. I don't know, but this is just nasty business on EA's part. Absolutely hate it. But that pack is there. Please don't spend your money on it. It's just a waste at the end of the day. Tariq Woolen is really good, but he's not $30 worth good, and the rest of the contents in the pack aren't that great. So please stay away from this. Don't waste your money at all. We do have AKA packs as well. Sorry, not AKA, weekly wildcard packs as well for the content. If you want to take a shot at the 53,000 coin pack, by all means go for it. And I like a lot of the 97s, but I'm not out here going to tell you to spend your money on these cards because I don't think they're worth your money at this point. They'll probably go down in price after a week or so because 98s are going to be on the rise here, or on the way, I should say. So please don't spend your money. We do have the training variety pack, of course, and there are 2 LTDs within this pack. So yesterday's Eddie Jackson, aka LTD, is in the TVP right now, and also the Dre Greenlaw. Not a bad idea to open up the TVP if you want to chase after some LTDs, being that there are 2 of them in packs right now. And there you have it. That's going to wrap up the video. We got Team of the Year official picks coming up later this afternoon, and then we also are going to try to do the best 94 overall card to pick from that free fantasy pack in the competitive pass. So be on the lookout for those. Thank you for watching this one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.